y is equal with the a cosine bx minus h plus c. Graph the trigonometric function y is equal to cosine x, 2x minus pi over 2 plus 1. So first of all, let's see what is the amplitude. The amplitude is 2. So a is equal with a 2. Okay, so the amplitude. The period of the function. The period of the function, let me write with a p, is equal with a 2 pi over b. But b in our case, if we see b is here, so b is 2. So period is 2 pi divided by 2, which is 2 with a 2 we can simplify, and the period is equal with just pi. Okay, and we want to find the phase shift. So this is the period. So let me frame it here. When I need, I can find much easier. So now we need the phase shift. We take this, what is inside parentheses here, and we equate with 0. And we write 2x minus pi over 2 is equal with 0. And we solve for x. When we solve this for x, x is going to be equal with a pi over 4. So this is easy stuff. So I'm just giving the result in this case. So is a pi over 4. But now this plus c is a vertical shift. And vertical shift here is going to be 1. So 1 unit is going up. And let's say here is 1. Here let's say is 2. And let's say here is 3. So now the axis of this x here is going to move for 1 unit up. So let me write this x here. Okay. So y is equal with 1. The axis that divides in symmetrical, the symmetry, the cosine function is going to move for 1 unit up. So this is y is equal with 1. And now we are looking here. Now this is the amplitude. The amplitude is going from minus 1 to 3. But now we are looking here what is the phase shift. The phase shift is a pi over 4. Okay, so and this distance here, we are interested to know just one period of the function. In one period of the function, we can divide in four the same spaces. Let's say here is 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 1 space, 2 space, 3, and 4. And already we know we start from pi over 4 and goes here to the end point. We don't know exactly what, but whole this period is just a pi. We already know the period here is a pi. But if we are starting here from pi over 4, and if we want, for example, how much is going to be just 1 space, is pi divided by 4 is 1 space. Just 1 space is pi over 4. But if we are looking now here in the second one, because the pi over 4, here is going to be 2 pi over 4. This one is a 3 pi over 4. This one a 4 pi over 4. And the last one is a 5 pi over 4. If we are simplifying a little bit, this 2 pi over 4 is a pi over 2. Okay, because we can simplify this point here. And the other point what we can simplify 4 by 4 here is a pi. And the rest of the points here are staying the same. Here is pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4. Here is a pi. And the last one is 5 pi over 4. And now we are taking those points. Let's assume here is a pi over 4, okay, to this point. But we already know the cosine is going to start from this point here, okay, and here is a pi over 4. If it started from this point here, this point is going to be pi over 4, x and y coordinate is going to be 3. Okay, so now second is going to be pi over 2. So pi over 2 is here, the point. Okay, and pi over 2, this function is going to hit this point here. And this point here, pi over 2, is going to be pi over 2 and is 1. Because as you see here is 1 to this point. But now is going to go here in 3 pi over 4. Okay, and 3 pi over 4 is going to hit the graph of the function here at this point. And this point, if we are writing this point, with the coordinates, is going to be 3 pi over 4 and minus 1. And now it goes to the pi. Pi is going to be here. So the graph of the function goes this way and is going to cross at this point here. And this point here is a pi and 1. And now it's going to the last point is 5 pi over 4, and 5 pi over 4 is going to end in this point. And this point here is a 5 pi over 4 and 2. And now I'm just connecting those points. If you are connecting those points here, the function, the graph of the function is going to look something similar this way. Okay. So this is one period of the function that is going to have. So those are the points. So this point's here, this point here, this one here, and the other point is here. So those are the points for this period, one period of this function. 2 cosine x, 2x minus 1, pi over 2 plus 1. And if we want to look a little bit better, more in the scale, we can check. But this one, if we want, for example, to draw in a whole period, in every point here after the 5 pi over 4, we add just pi over 4 and we can find all the points. But if we want to continue in the left side to minus infinity, we just subtract from pi over 4 minus pi over 4. Every time we are subtracting by minus pi over 4, we can get the other points. But if we want to look now, for example, how it looks in the Desmos, you can see here. So those are the points. Pi over 4, 3. Here is pi over 2, 1. 3 pi over 4 minus 1. Pi and 1, and 5 pi over 4. So this is what we found in this interval. So we found in the domain from pi over 4 to 5 pi over 4 this function. And this can continue forever. In the right side and the left side, as I said before, by adding pi over 4 in this side and by subtracting minus pi over 4 in the other side.